Hello and welcome to Hope Voice. It's a pleasure to have you, to see you. And today, it is a special day that we have received one of the big men, an anointed one, and he's very smart. Yeah, very smart and coming from a country in the world, a country that has a lot of animals and big animals. Now, don't think about Africa, by the way. Now, don't think about Congo, neither Burundi. It is a specific country. If you guess it, you have a gift. And his name is Pastor Douglas from Australia. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. That's how we say.
Come again?
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Okay, Aussie, oi, oi, oi. So don't say that you haven't learned that one.
That's what we do at our sports, you know, when
okay.
we're cheering for the Australian soccer team or whatever else we're watching.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you here.
It's lovely to be here.
How you feeling?
Absolutely fantastic. Just,
You ready?
I hope so. I think I prepared too much, but you know, we'll be right. We'll be right.
You will.
Yeah.
So is this your first time, right?
It's my first interview ever, so
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I'm so lucky to interview you.
no, well, that's right. That's right.
So
Privileged.
welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I was dreaming about today and it happened.
It did.
So tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Yeah. Well, my name is Douglas Bevan, and as you've heard, I come from Australia, and that's where I spent the first 44 years of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
44 years of your life.
44 years. And I'm 48 now, so that you can do some maths. So,
You're 48?
yeah,
Oh, you look younger than that.
I am young. Don't you? Don't think I'm old. Come on.
I said younger than that.
All right. Hey, Moses lived to 120, and he was as strong as the day that he was as a young man. So, hey, that's what I'm claiming, you know?
Good to have you.
Thank
So
you.
you're married, you have family here.
Yeah, so I'm a Christian missionary in Burundi, and my wife is Burundian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm very, very blessed. I tell you what, so much better than any other that I could think of. So I tell you the truth. I tell you, when people are looking for a wife, they have to make compromises, right, to find someone, right? I didn't have to make any compromises. So
She's the best wife.
absolutely
Ever.
amazing. And
Wow.
God has given us two children born here in Bujumbura. So that's Deborah and Daisy. So we praise God and we thank Him for that.
Glory to God. So Douglas has been in Bujumbura is where I met him. Is that right? We
That's
met
correct.
in a church. It was in a church, yes.
Yeah.
The first time I saw you, it was in the Bible study
That's
with
correct.
Pastor Esther
That's correct.
when you
yeah.
came the first time.
Yeah.
And I thought you were from Israel.
Everybody thinks that. Many people, they tell me, they say, hey, you know, you're Judah, he's the one who killed Jesus. So this is good because it gives me the opportunity to speak to them. Now, for a start, I should put it on the line. I'm not a Jew, right? But everybody says I am,
You
but
look
I'm
like
but I'm not a Jew. Yeah, yeah. And
So what's up with these things?
well, it started in 2001. So I grew it for 6 months, right?
Okay.
And then I cut it off in the middle of winter at the time when it was very cold in Australia. And then I thought, it's so cold.
Okay.
And that was
Because
the
you
first.
got used to it.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
used to having the warmth of my beard on my face. And then the other thing I felt was like, I've just cut off something that's very important to me. I really felt like something was missing. So I said, I will never cut my beard again.
My good. So since 2001
Yes.
up to now.
Well, I trim it to keep it roughly around the length it is now.
Okay.
But I never remove it.
Isn't it interesting to see this? Come on. Man, I envy you. You see mine is like a baby boy who just...
But how long have you been growing that?
No, I cut it every Saturday.
Ah, there you go. So that's your problem. Yeah. We'll get you started. Don't you worry.
Well, I'll try it. I'll try it. Look, you see me 20 years from now. Maybe I'll be having some of them like.
Maybe. That'd be all right. We're going to be like twins, you know?
So now you're in Africa.
Yes.
How long have you been here?
So I've been here in Bujumbura. I've been living here for 4 years now. So this January, we just celebrated our 4-year anniversary.
You speak some of the Kirundi?
Not enough. Oh, it would embarrass me. Don't ask me to.
But you can at least greet people in Kirundi, you know?
Yeah, I can. So Amahoro and, Ego and many other things. But
How do you say no in Kirundi?
We are.
Oh, that's the accent is there.
At least I got that much, So.
That's good. So, Burundi is the first country you visited in Africa, or you've been to other countries in Africa?
Well, officially, I landed in Rwanda 2 days before I came to Burundi, but and that was only because we didn't have a Burundian embassy in Australia, so I had to land there and then in Rwanda and then
Kigali.
Kigali, and then get my my visa to come here. And that was actually in 2016 when I was coming for our wedding.
Okay.
So
you're coming to get married here?
Yes.
Hey.
So I'm pretty happy. This city means a lot to me,
So you've been to Rwanda, Burundi.
That's
right.
What
about other countries?
In Africa, I've been to in Kigoma in Tanzania.
Okay.
I've been to Bukavu in DRC.
Congo, yeah.
Yes.
That's my land.
And I've been to Nairobi as well in
Kenya.
Kenya. So but unfortunately, that's the limit of my travel in Africa. But I've been also to Israel, which probably everybody...
And then here comes the next question. What's the best country or the best place you have visited in Africa?
That is...
Try to be fair, by the way.
That is very difficult. I tell you the truth. I love that road that travels along the side of Lake Tanganyika.
Okay.
Where it goes from Bujumbura to Rumonge and to all the way to the border there. I think that is an incredibly beautiful place. Okay. And it reminds me of a place in Australia called the Great Ocean Road, which was very close to where I lived, about an hour's travel away from where I lived in Australia. And like every year, 3 million tourists come there in Australia to that place. Okay. So when I look at what you guys have got here, I think to myself, hey,
it's a good opportunity to have like a tourist.
I really hope somebody gets the vision for that.
You can start it.
Well, I really want Africans to own the vision, It's like...
I'm from Africa though, so I think you can share that idea with me and you give me some money so I start that business.
Well, I tell you, together we'll find the money that we're going to use, all right? And then we can go and do that, all right?
No problem. So how did you come to know about Burundi?
Well, I tell you the truth, as little as 10 years ago, I did not know even Burundi existed. So when I was in Israel, God said to me, he said, you have not surrendered everything to me. And so I said, okay. And figuratively, I took everything out of my pockets and I put it on the table. And he said to me, are you sure you want to do that?
Okay.
And then I had to think about that because I thought, God's going to ask me something serious. Right? I said, okay, yes, I'm sure. And he said, because I want you in Africa. He said, but I'm not going to tell you where until you meet your wife. Oh. And then, so for 3 long years, I should say, when I was in Israel, I met a black Zimbabwean girl. And we just talked together for 2 weeks. But after that time, I said to myself, I need to have an African wife.
Okay.
So I began talking to many different African women and searching because I knew what God had called me to do. Okay. At that time, I knew He had called me to be a missionary. So I needed to find an African wife who was going to be with me in Africa to do the missions. Okay. And for 3 years, I searched and I searched. I talked to many different women from Uganda, women from Nigeria, Congolese, Kenyan.
Why you didn't get someone from Congo?
because God provided me someone from Burundi. That's why. It's really seriously when you understand the miracle of what He's done. Yeah. you'll understand that it was his plan.
Can't wait to hear that version.
So eventually, after 3 years, and I was almost giving up because every African woman I met, some of them wanted me to cut my beard, some of them, or most of them wanted to live in the West.
Okay, they don't want to stay in Africa with a white guy.
This was not their calling. So it's like, okay, I understand that. It's like, yeah, whatever. But so eventually, I knew a person, and he said, as I was expressing to him the vision God had given me, he said to me, I know somebody who has exactly the same vision as you.
Okay.
And that's how I got to find Angelique. And believe it or not, we began talking on the phone, and then because I had searched for so long, and she had also searched for so long, very quickly we knew, hey, we've found each other.
Okay.
So within a month, we had plans to come to Africa, and then the people I was coming with, I said, we need to plan for an engagement, even only a month after we started to talk. I'd never actually touched her or held her or anything like that. So, and we'd only talked on the phone. Then a month later, I said no.
And that time she was in Burundi or she was in Australia?
She was actually in Bukavu.
In Bukavu, in Congo. So we won. We won. So she was in Bukavu. That's the very interesting question, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So there's something of Congo there. There's definitely.
I knew it. Now I know why I love you. So let's go to the next question.
Sure.
What do you like and dislike about Burundi?
Oh, yeah. There's actually a lot of things. That's a big list. And we're going to choose a couple things about that. Let me see. I've written all these things down so I don't forget them.
Okay,
so
that's good.
Okay, so I think you've lived in other parts of the world and you know how cold and how hot it gets there, right? But for those who are watching, maybe they don't know that, but Burundi is just absolutely perfect every time of the year. You know, like I only wear this jacket for the camera today, right? I don't have to wear this jacket here at all. Morning, evening.
It's good, right?
It's amazingly good. It's just better than good, right?
Okay.
Another one, the tropical fruit here, like bananas, mangoes, all these things. Where I was in Australia, right? They pick it on the other side of Australia.
Yeah.
And they have to bring the banana when it's green, right?
Oh, okay.
They put it in a truck. They drive for 2 days. And then
2 days.
they put it in the shop and it starts to turn yellow. But when a banana has not gone ripe on the tree, it does not taste the same.
That's right.
So your bananas here and the mangoes, so good.
So you enjoy fruits every day?
I do very often. I do. I tell you what, I have to because the fruit here is so amazing.
Amazing. Okay, what's next?
All right. Believe it or not, your government here, your response to the coronavirus is just amazingly good. I tell you the truth. When I look at the oppression, the way that in the West, they have forced people to stay in your homes and close your business, even if it destroys your business, you know. And your government, I tell you the truth, so wise, so good, did none of that. I tell you the truth, total congratulations to the government in Burundi. This is awesome work, you know.
Okay.
So really, I can't speak highly enough about that. Another one about government here is that Christianity still forms a strong part of the government here, right? And they're not ashamed of that, which I love it. Where in the West, the governments are all trying to run away from Christianity as far as they can. They just want to be as secular as possible. So once again, Burundi, Africa, congratulations. Awesome. Top points, you know, just magnificent.
That's right.
Another one that I love here is the attitude of the people towards abortion. People hate it. I love the fact that the people here will do everything they can to discourage abortion and to even punish those who go through it, you know. Whereas, for example, in America, did you know that nearly 900,000 babies are aborted each year?
Yeah, I know that.
And in New York City, right, there are more African babies that are aborted than are born alive every year. It's disgusting.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's like a type of racism they got there. It's just, we could go into that in detail, but right, I'm just so glad.
I think that's a good topic to talk about next time.
Yeah, that would be good.
I'm looking forward to that. So will you right now or in the future recommend other people to come and visit Burundi?
I really hope that Burundi can be a place that tourists can come because, to be totally honest, the people in Burundi need the jobs. They need the money. Because when tourists come here, they will bring euros, they will bring American dollars, right? Yeah. It's a brilliant way to get that to come into your country. And because you have these places which are so beautiful, I think if Africans would learn to understand what does the tourist want so that they could provide for the needs of the tourist, I think you would have such an amazing opportunity here. Because around the world, for example, in climates that are just like this, you know, every winter when it gets very cold in the Western countries, they get on aeroplanes.
That's right.
And they fly there and they spend much money, to be honest. And when I look at your country here, your part of the world, you guys have got such an amazing opportunity. And right, I just pray that Africans can get that vision.
So we can get investors, we can get tourists, we can get like more people who wants to start business here in Burundi.
Absolutely.
And stay for long if they want to. Like they love it.
You've got to understand too, is don't just look for the high-priced tourists. Look for the for people who are coming for a low amount of money. Because the one who comes with much money, he's going to give much money to all these people. He's going to stay at the very expensive restaurant, at the very expensive hotel. But the man who comes with small money, he's still going to pay for a taxi.
That's right.
Which means, and there's going to be many people who come like that. Whereas if you have only the rich people, they will, there's only a few of them. So only a few people will get jobs. But if you get the people who have only a small amount of money coming here, it means many people will get jobs and there will be many opportunities, even for small restaurants, small hotels.
I'm so sure you're listening to this and you know what to do now because he's a foreigner, I'm a foreigner, and I'm an African, but you know, we now learn what to do in order to develop our countries, our business, our relationship, our ownership with other people from other countries. So that's a good one. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that one. So let me move on to the next question.